All right, welcome to week 3 of our home quarantine Bible study. I know I missed yesterday. I was helping my daughter move into her bunker in Jacksonville. So I'm broadcasting again from my underground bunker here in an undisclosed location. But anyway, actually, a few of you said that you noticed I missed yesterday, which I was surprised because I didn't think anybody was watching these. But anyway, we are so glad that you're tuned in today. We're going to continue this theme of God the Good Shepherd. We're in John 10 in our Sunday morning sermons. And it talks about Jesus being the Good Shepherd. And so today we're going to talk about other passages where God says he's the Good Shepherd. It's a metaphor he uses a lot in the Bible. And today we're going to read one from Isaiah 40. So if you'll turn in your Bibles to Isaiah 40, get your pen and paper ready. We'll get started here in just a few seconds. Okay, we're just doing one verse today. Isaiah 40, verse 11 says, "He tends his flock like a shepherd. He gathers the lambs in his arms. He carries them close to his heart, and he gently leads those that have young." Okay, this is a shorter verse, so let's look at what all it says, just kind of word by word, since it's such a short one. It says, he tends his flock like a shepherd. Okay, so now this passage is the same chapter that predicts John the Baptist, okay? And I was talking about the Messiah, and I remember the book of Isaiah, where we are, talks more about Jesus the Messiah than any other book of the Bible, really. It gives more messianic predictions than any other book of the Bible. Okay, so it says that he tends his flock like a shepherd. This is speaking about Israel, and how God will not forsake or forget Israel, how he will comfort them. Okay, talking about the day the Messiah will come and be the good shepherd. Okay, so just like we are in John 10, where Jesus declares himself to be the good shepherd, that's almost like a prediction here in Isaiah 40, where he's using that same metaphor, at least, to describe his care for his people. So he says he will tend his flock like a shepherd. Okay, he'll take care of them. Like we talked about before, sheep need a shepherd. They're one of those few animals that just don't survive very well on their own in the wild without a shepherd. So sheep need a shepherd, and it says he will tend his flock, his people, Israel, like a shepherd. And he says he gathers them up in his arms. Okay, so you kind of imagine one, he's near his heart. Okay, so he gathers them up in his arms near his heart. Okay. Okay, so there's a closeness. He says he carries them close to his heart. Okay. So the idea again is that loving nature of our God, who wants to care for his sheep and take care of them and hold them close. And especially then it says that he leads those who have young. Okay, so they have little baby sheep here. Okay. And he says that he leads those who have young, and he leads them gently. Okay, so again, this metaphor of God being the shepherd from Isaiah 40 just shows the things that he does. He for his sheep. Okay, he gathers them in his arms. He holds them close to his heart. Okay, he gathers them in his arms, he holds them close to his heart, and then he leads them. Right? He leads them, especially those that have young. Okay, it's Mother's Day weekend this weekend. So he's saying that he is the one who leads out, that takes care of the young, kind of like a mother would take care of their children. Okay, so he has special provision there, watching over those who have young. Okay, whenever a sheep has baby lambs, she's especially vulnerable because she's not only having to take care of herself, she has to take care of the lambs, and and they're not great at taking care of anybody, and so they are extra vulnerable and they need extra care from the shepherd. So the shepherd says he has a special place in his heart for those mothers who are taking care of their baby lambs. Okay, and so as we think about Mother's Day coming up this weekend, God has a special place in his heart for mothers who are taking care of children, especially young children. And man, during this coronavirus, mothers are really feeling it, right? They're taking homeschooling when they weren't trained to be homeschoolers. Their extra responsibilities are just being piled on. And God says during this time, he leads those who are in that special situation of taking care of the young. Okay, so a few things about God as the shepherd. I think it's a beautiful metaphor about him gathering us close to his heart, in his arms, loving us, and really providing for us, especially those who need that extra level of provision. So that's the word for today, Isaiah 40, verse 11. Tomorrow we'll do some more. Love you guys. Can't wait till we get back to regular church together. But in the meantime, we'll see you tomorrow.